Welcome students, ninth standard, Maths part 2nd, lesson number 3 is triangles, and today we are going to study some theorems on this chapter. And first theorem is isosceles triangle theorem, and then converse of isosceles triangle theorem. We know that for isosceles triangle, two sides are congruent. If two sides of a triangle are congruent, then the angles opposite to them are congruent. Here, triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB, side AB congruent side AC. Then, the angle opposite to side AB is this angle, and angle opposite to side AC, this angle are congruent. Hence, we have to prove that angle ABC congruent angle ACB, and here one activity is given to prove this theorem. Now let AD is a angle bisector of angle BAC. So draw the bisector of angle BAC which intersects BC at point D. This is a construction. Now here are two triangles, triangle ABD and triangle ACD. In these two triangles, segment AB congruent segment AC, it is given. Segment AB congruent segment AC is given. Angle BAD congruent angle CAD. These two angles are congruent because AD is a bisector. AD bisect this angle. Therefore, these two angles are congruent. This is due to the construction. Now, segment AD, congruent segment AD. This segment AD is a common for both these triangles. Therefore, segment AD congruent segment AD. This is a common side. Therefore, in this triangle, this side, these two sides are congruent. This angle is, these two angles are congruent, and this side is congruent. Therefore, side angle side test. So triangle ABD congruent triangle ACD due to side angle side test. Now angle ABD means this angle is congruent to angle ACD, this angle. So here we write angle ACD, and reason is a CACT, corresponding angles of congruent triangles. Now angle ABD means angle ABC. So we write angle ABC, and angle ACD means angle ACB. So we write angle ACB. Reason is B dash D dash C. Thus, if two sides of a triangle are congruent, then the angles opposite to them are congruent. This theorem is proved. This theorem is called isosceles triangle theorem. Now, in this theorem, it is given that two sides of a triangle are congruent, and then it is to prove that angles opposite to them are congruent, and it's a converse. Converse of isosceles triangle is opposite to the theorem. In converse, if two angles of triangle are congruent, then the sides opposite to them are congruent. This is called as a converse of isosceles triangle theorem. Now consider here triangle PQR. In this triangle, two angles, that is this angle and this angle, are congruent, and we have to prove here the angle opposite, side opposite to this angle, that is a PR, and side opposite to this angle is a PQ. So side PQ congruent to side PR. Here is also construction. Draw bisector of angle P which intersects QR at M. So PM is a bisector of angle QPR here. Now there are two triangles, triangle PQM and triangle PRM. In these two triangles, now angle PQM, that is angle PQM congruent angle PRM. These two angles are congruent. It is given. So angle PQM congruent angle PRM is a given. Now angle QPM means this angle, and angle RPM, this angle. These two angles are congruent. This is due to the construction. Now segment PM is congruent to segment PM because segment PM is common to both the triangles, that is, it is a common side. So these two triangles are congruent. Triangle PQM congruent triangle PRM. So dash test. Now let's see angle side. So angle side AAS test. Therefore segment PQ, this segment congruent segment PR CS ST, corresponding sides of congruent triangles CSCT, corresponding sides of congruent triangles. This is converse of isosceles triangle. So what it means? Isosceles triangle theorem: if two sides of triangle are congruent, then the angles opposite to them are congruent, and its converse is if two angles of triangle are congruent, then the sides opposite to them are congruent. Now the next proof is, if all sides of a triangle are congruent, then its all angles are congruent. This is a triangle ABC and its all sides are congruent, means side AB congruent, side BC congruent, side AC. It is a given. And we have to prove that angle A congruent angle B congruent angle C. That means if all sides of a triangle are congruent, then its all angles are congruent. Now prove in triangle ABC, side AB congruent side BC. It is a given. Side AB congruent side BC. So angle opposite to side AB is angle C, and angle opposite to side BC is angle A. Therefore angle A congruent angle C. It is due to the isosceles triangle property. Now side BC congruent side AC, side BC congruent side AC, then the angle opposite to BC is A and angle opposite to side AC is B. Therefore angle A congruent angle B, isosceles triangle property. Thus angle A congruent to angle C and angle A congruent to angle B. Therefore angle A congruent to angle B congruent to angle C. Thus if all sides of a triangle are congruent, then its all angles are congruent. Now if three angles of a triangle are congruent, then its three sides are also congruent. This is a triangle ABC in which angle A congruent, angle B congruent, angle C, and we have to prove that side AB congruent, side BC congruent, side AC. Now proof in triangle ABC, consider angle B congruent angle C, angle B congruent angle C. It is a given. So side opposite to this angle is AC, side AC, and side opposite to this angle is the side AB. So side AC congruent side AB, converse of isosceles triangle theorem. Now angle A congruent angle B, angle A congruent angle B. So side opposite to angle A is the side BC and side opposite to angle B is the side AC. So side BC congruent side AC. This is converse of isosceles triangle property. So from equations 1 and 2, side AB congruent, side BC congruent, side AC is proved here. Now property of 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree triangle. So what is this property? If the acute angles of right angled triangle are 30 degree and 60 degree, then the side opposite to 30 degree is half of the hypotenuse and side opposite to 60 degree is root 3 upon 2 times of hypotenuse. Their triangle ABC is given, in which angle B is equal to 90 degree, angle A is equal to 60 degree, angle C is equal to 30 degree. Then length of side opposite to 30 degree, that is AB is half of the hypotenuse, that is half into AC. AC is hypotenuse because it is opposite to the 90 degree angle, and length of side opposite to 60 degree, that is the BC, is root 3 upon 2 times of AC. So what is this theorem? If acute angles of right angled triangle have measures of 30 degree and 60 degree, then the length of side opposite to 30 degree angle is half of the hypotenuse, and length of side opposite to 60 degree angle is root 3 upon 2 times hypotenuse. So in triangle ABC, angle B 90 degree, angle A 60 degree, and angle C is 30 degree, and we have to prove that AB is equal to 1 upon 2 AC and BC is equal to root 3 upon 2 AC. Now construction, take point D on AB extended such that AB is equal to BD. Extend AB in this direction and take point D on that AB extended such that AB is equal to BD, and draw DC. This is the construction. Now here we have two triangles, triangle ABC and another triangle is a triangle DBC. Now in these two triangles, segment AB congruent segment DB, it is due to the construction. So we write here the reason construction. Here one activity is given to prove this theorem. Now angle ABC congruent angle DBC, this angle is 90 degree, this is also 90 degree, therefore angle ABC congruent angle DBC, reason is each 90 degree. Now segment BC congruent segment BC, this segment BC is a common for these two triangles, therefore it is a common side. So segment BC congruent segment BC is a reason is a common side. Therefore in triangle ABC and in triangle DBC, AB segment AB congruent segment DB, angle ABC congruent angle DBC, segment BC congruent segment BC, therefore side angle side, side angle side, due to side angle side SAS test, these two triangles are congruent, therefore triangle ABC congruent triangle DBC SAS test, therefore angle BAC, this angle congruent angle BDC, congruent angle BDC, CACT means corresponding angles of congruent triangles. Therefore now consider triangle ADC. In this triangle this angle is a 60 degree, therefore this angle is also 60 degree because these two angles are congruent. Now for the triangle ADC, these two angles are 60 degree, therefore this remaining angle is also 60 degree, because the sum of measures of all angles of triangle is 180 degree. Therefore 180 degree minus the sum of these two angles is 120 degree. 180 degree minus 120 degree is a 60 degree. Therefore third angle will also 60 degree. So all angles of this triangle ADC are same, that is 60 degree. Therefore this triangle is a equilateral triangle. Therefore triangle ADC is equilateral triangle. Therefore we know that the all sides of equilateral triangle are congruent. Therefore AC is equal to AD is equal to DC. Reason is a corollary of converse of isosceles triangle theorem. But now we have given AB is equal to BD. AB is equal to BD. Therefore AB is equal to half of AD. This is due to the construction, but AD is equal to AC here. Therefore AB is equal to half into AC. AB is equal to half into AC. AB is the length of side opposite to 30 degree angle and AC is a hypotenuse. Therefore length of side opposite to 30 degree angle is half of hypotenuse is proved here. Now consider triangle ABC. In this triangle, this angle is 90 degree. Therefore this triangle is right angled triangle, and for right angled triangle we can apply Pythagoras theorem. So what is Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of squares of all two sides. Now here hypotenuse is the side opposite to 90 degree angle. This angle is 90 degree. So opposite to that is the side AC. Therefore we have AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square is Pythagoras theorem. Now here we have proved that AB is equal to 1 upon 2 AC. AB is equal to 1 upon 2 AC is proved here. We want AB square. Therefore AB square is equal to 1 upon 2 into AC square. 1 upon 2 square is 1 upon 4 into AC square. So we write here AB square is equal to 1 upon 4 AC square plus BC square is equal to AC square is equal to AC square. Therefore now this 1 upon 4 AC square, if we shift on the right side of equation, it will be minus 1 upon 4 AC square. Therefore this step is BC square is equal to AC square minus 1 upon 4 AC square. So AC square minus 1 upon 4 AC square, we want to this answer. AC square is AC square upon 1 cross multiplication. 4 into AC square is a 4 AC square minus 1 into AC square is AC square upon 1 into 4 is a 4. Now 4 AC square minus AC square, 4 times AC square minus 1 times AC square is a 3 times AC square. That will be 3 AC square upon 4. So this can be written as a 3 upon 4 AC square. So we write here BC square is equal to 3 upon 4 AC square. Now take square root on both sides. Square root of BC square is BC. Square root of 3 is root 3. Square root of 4 is a 2. Square root of AC square is a AC. Therefore BC is equal to root 3 upon 2 into AC. What is BC? BC is a side opposite to 60 degree. Root 3 upon 2. What is AC? AC is hypotenuse. Therefore length of side opposite to 60 degree angle is root 3 upon 2 times into AC. Thus if the acute angles of right angled triangle are triangle have measures 30 degree and 60 degree, then length of side opposite to 30 degree angle is half of the hypotenuse and length of the side opposite to 60 degree angle is root 3 upon 2 times hypotenuse. This is called as a property of 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree triangle. Property of 45 degree, 45 degree, 90 degree triangle. If measures of triangle are 45 degree, 45 degree, 90 degree, then the length of each side containing the right angle, length of each side containing the right angle is 1 upon root 2 into hypotenuse. This property is called 45 degree, 45 degree, 90 degree triangle property. Triangle ABC is a right angled triangle in which angle B is equal to 90 degree, angle A is equal to angle C is equal to 45 degree is given here, and we have to prove that AB is equal to BC is equal to 1 upon root 2 into AC. AC is a hypotenuse, 1 upon root 2 into AC. Now triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, angle B 90 degree, angle A is equal to angle C is equal to 45 degree is given. So AB is equal to BC. Converse of isosceles triangle theorem. If two angles are equal, then the side opposite to congruent angle are congruent. So side opposite to 45 degree is a AB and this 45 degree is a BC. Therefore BC is equal to AB. This is a converse of isosceles triangle theorem. Now this is a right angled triangle in which AC is a hypotenuse. So we can apply Pythagoras theorem for this triangle. So AB square plus BC square, AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. So we write here AC square. Now AB square plus, we know that BC is equal to AB. Therefore BC square is equal to, here we write AB square. Now AB square plus AB square is a 2AB square is equal to AC square. Therefore AB square is equal to, here we write 1 upon 2 into AC square. This 2 on the right side will be 1 upon 2 into AC square. Therefore AB square root is AB and 1 upon 2 square root is 1 upon root 2. Square root of 2 is a root 2. Square root of AC square is a AC. Therefore AB is equal to 1 upon root 2 into AC. AB is equal to 1 upon root 2 into AC. Therefore AB is equal to BC is equal to 1 upon root 2 into AC. Therefore we write here AB is equal to BC is equal to 1 upon root 2 into AC. This is called property of 45 degree, 45 degree, 90 degree triangle. Median of a triangle. Students, you have studied about median of a triangle in 8th standard. So what is mean by median? The segment joining the vertex and midpoint of the side opposite to it is called as a median. In triangle ABC, D is the midpoint of BC. Then if we draw AD, then AD is called as a median of a triangle ABC drawn on side BC. So every triangle has a 3 medians. In triangle ABC, E is a midpoint of AC. Therefore B is a median on side AC. F is a midpoint of AB. Therefore CF is a median on side AB. D is a midpoint of BC. Therefore AD is a median on side BC. So medians are concurrent, that is they intersect at exactly one point, and that point of concurrence is called as a centroid. It is denoted by G, and this centroid divides each median in the ratio 2:1. that is AG upon GD is equal to 2 upon 1, BG upon GE is equal to 2 upon 1, CG upon GF, CG upon GF is equal to 2 upon 1. Property of median drawn on the hypotenuse of right angled triangle. In a right angled triangle, length of median of the hypotenuse is half of the length of hypotenuse. If we draw a median on the hypotenuse, then the length of median is half of the hypotenuse. In triangle ABC, BD is a median on hypotenuse AC, then BD is equal to 1 upon 2 into AC. This is we have to prove here. Now take a point E on ray BD such that BD is equal to DE and B dash D dash E here. Join CE. There we get two triangles, triangle BD, triangle ADB, and another triangle is a triangle CDE. Now look at these two triangles. AD segment AD congruent segment CD because D is a midpoint of AC. Now segment BD congruent segment DE. This is due to construction. And angle, this angle and this angle are congruent, vertically opposite angles. That is angle ADB, congruent angle CDE. These two angles are congruent, vertically opposite angles. Therefore, triangle ADB, congruent triangle CDE by SAS test. SAS test. Therefore, we write triangle ADB, congruent triangle CDE. SAS test of congruency. Now consider these two triangles. These two triangles are congruent now. Therefore, segment AB congruent segment AC because corresponding sides of congruent triangles. So AB is equal to AB congruent AC. Now the angle BAD means this angle is congruent to angle ECD. This angle. These two angles are also corresponding angles of congruent triangles. So we write angle BAD congruent angle ECD. But angle BAD means angle BAC and angle ECD means angle ECA. Therefore, angle BAC congruent angle ECA. These two angles are congruent. So, if we see these two angles are alternate angles, if we consider AB parallel to EC and AC transversal, then these two angles are alternate angles. So due to alternate angle test, segment AB parallel to segment EC. Therefore we write here line AB parallel line C, alternate angle test. Now consider segment AB or line AB parallel line EC and line BC transversal. Then what is about these two angles? This angle and this angle are interior angles, and we know that sum of interior angles is 180 degree. Sum of interior angles on the same side of transversal is 180 degree. Therefore, angle ABC plus angle ECB is equal to 180 degree interior angle test. From this, angle ECB is equal to 90 degree. Now consider two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle ECB. In these two triangles, segment AB congruent segment EC and angle ABC, this angle ABC, congruent angle ECB, this angle, and segment BC is a common side. Therefore, these two triangles are congruent by SAS test. Therefore, we write here triangle ABC congruent triangle ECB by SAS test. Therefore, this segment AC congruent segment B corresponding sides of congruent triangle CSCT. But segment AC is equal to EB, but segment BD is equal to segment DE. Segment BD is equal to segment DE. This is due to construction. Therefore, segment BD is a half of segment BE. Segment BD is half of segment BE, but BE is equal to AC. Therefore, BD is equal to half of AC. Thus, property of median drawn on the hypotenuse of right angle triangle is proved. In a right angle triangle, length of median of the hypotenuse is half the length of hypotenuse.